Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dodo plane, so let's get right to it, shall we? So the Dodo plane, like the Kraken from my previous video, is a vehicle which can only be obtained by returning players. If you play GTA 5 on PS3 or Xbox 360, then transferred to next gen, you can buy the Dodo for just $500,000. Not a bad price for such a plane, and what a plane it is, as I'm about to explain. For those who are relatively new to the GTA series, the Dodo has had a huge lifespan in the GTA series, dating as far back as GTA 3, but didn't make its true prominence until Vice City, where even up to today, the design hasn't really changed much. On the most part, it's just a normal plane, but this plane is unique with the ability to land on water as well as land, which in a game world like Los Santos is a humongous perk to have for such a vehicle. But aside from the water skis that it has, is the plane any good? Well, like a lot of planes, it can carry up to 4 people, but not in a way that most would expect. You see, the Dodo has 4 seats, visually. The front 2 seats are used as they should be. The extra 2 passengers, however, feel like they're too cool to sit in the plane like good boys. Instead, they'll risk their lives by clinging to the side of the plane like a bunch of idiots. But one good thing about the 2 extra passengers hanging on the outside of the plane is that they can use machine guns among other things. So in effect, the Dodo could be used as a really inefficient fly-by death machine. When the plane has people hanging on the sides, the pilot has to be very careful not to roll or pitch too much, or both people hanging on will fall off, and if they don't have parachutes, then the Dodo is incredibly easy to control too, even when you have zero throttle applied by using the brake button. It's actually rather unrealistic, like a lot of things in this game, but the Dodo is pretty much able to act as its own parachute if the engine was to die. And it will die because the Dodo doesn't seem to be able to take much punishment. I took this Dodo out for a joyride and its engine went kaput. All that happened was a helicopter slightly tapped into me when I made a landing, and that was just one little tap. So a lot of you may be thinking, aside from the water skis, the plane isn't actually too much different from the Velum. Well, you'd be right, because the Velum and the Dodo pretty much share all of their characteristics. Even the parachute-like zero throttle landings are a breeze. But the Velum can't do it as good as the Dodo, and the Velum feels a little heavier on the controls too. So let's see how both planes handle in a drag race against each other, shall we? So there we have it guys, the Velum beat the Dodo pretty easily there because of its top speed, but let's face it, if you wanted top speed in a plane, you'd use something else to get you around. And the fact that both planes have very similar price range, with only a $50,000 difference between the two, the Velum and the Dodo are pretty much the same, but in regards to the Dodo, if you have access to buy one of these, which I don't because I had to borrow it from a friend, then you too can enjoy future adventures using the Dodo plane out at sea. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for loads more GTA Online guides coming to you very soon. See you around!